everyone, and welcome back to the Red Frock Repeat Beauty How-To page. I'm Brittany, and today I'm going to show you how to get a New Year's Eve hairdo. So this is the hair tutorial on this look, and it is just big, bouncy, voluminous, kind of messy, sexy bedroom hair, and it's perfect for New Year's Eve because it's just glamorous and easy and effortless looking. So yeah, if you want to see exactly how I got this look, then just keep watching. Bye! Okay, so first we are going to start off by sectioning off the hair. I like to go in 3 sections, but that's because I have a lot of hair, so just judging on the thickness and the length of your hair, you can adjust accordingly. So I just take kind of from my ear up, and I'm just going to pin that all up on the top of my head. Okay, so we're working with the bottom layer. Now, the curling technique I use is the same for all over my entire head. So first I'm just going to start with about an inch section, and the key to a long-lasting hairdo is I spray every single strand before I curl. I use a heat protectant hairspray. So there's some heat protectants, there's some hairsprays, and then there's some that do both. So just ask if you go to the store. But I use this KMS Free Shape. Looks like this. I get it at Trade Secrets. And I just give one spray or the whole strand and kind of rub it through. So I will be using a 25mm wand, and what I'm going to do is curl everything away from my face. So I put it up and over my head, and I just start wrapping. And that's it. And you just hold it there for a couple seconds. And then you release, and it should look something like that. So it's kind of like in between a wave and a curl. And then I just keep going. So I move that to the side. I grab another inch section. I just kind of comb it through my fingers so it doesn't catch on the curling iron. And I spray that. Run my fingers through it. And again, wrap away from the face. So I reach up and over my head with my opposite hand. And I just hold there. So that spray is going to act as a heat protectant to protect against the hot tool so it doesn't burn your hair. And it also acts as a hairspray, so it's kind of prepping the hair to stay all night. If I do this technique, I keep my hair curled for about 3 days. So I hold it for about 20 to 30 seconds, depending. I can definitely do this quicker, but if you want really, really long-lasting curls, just hold it for a bit longer. And just keep going, grabbing pieces and wrapping it around. If you are using a wand, they usually come with a glove, and you can wear the glove to protect yourself from burns. Trust me, I have burnt myself a lot, so it might be handy. And I don't really worry too much about the bottom section because it kind of gets covered by the rest of your hair anyways. So yeah, I'm just going to speed through this because it is the exact same process all the way around. Same thing on the other side. I'm putting the curling iron behind the hair in order to wrap it away from my face. Okay, so just like that, the bottom section is done, and now we are going to spray the entire section. So my favorite hairspray is the Sebastian Shaper. It looks like this. You can get it from the drugstore. This is a really nice hairspray because it's flexible, so you can brush it out and it doesn't give you the crispy hairspray look. One tip I will say, if you do not have a heat protectant or a thermal spray like that, just spray each strand with your hairspray before and after you curl. It will do pretty much the same thing if you don't want to spend the money on 2 different products. So just spray that all over your head, and then we're going to section it off again. So I'm letting the straight part down. Again, I'm going from my temples and up, and we're going to do the middle section. Exact same technique. I'm taking an inch, running my fingers through it, giving it a nice spray, arm up and over, taking the curling iron behind the hair, wrapping it underneath and around so that it goes away from the face. And you just want to angle the curling iron down and hold it there. And it's as simple as that. I would also leave a little bit of space in between the strands of hair while you're spiraling it around. Just gives a more natural, nice, pretty wave. And just keep doing your whole head. This is the most time-consuming part. And just like that. So just keep doing your whole head. Okay, so now I'm done the second section and it should look something like this. You're kind of starting to look like Shirley Temple. That is okay. Do not touch the curls. Keep them like that. Again, going in with my hairspray and spraying everywhere. This is the hairspray that's really nice because you can't use too much because like I said, you can brush it out and it will not get crusty. So now we are going to let down the final section. The final countdown. I always keep it like this, straight on the top and curly on the bottom. And now when I'm on the top layer, I do take a little bit thinner pieces, so like 1/2 inch sections, just to make it look really pretty and bouncy at the top. So again, same thing, I'm spraying that, going up and over my head behind the curl, and wrapping it down. I don't go right to my scalp with this, I just go a little bit further down so that it's not too crazy of a curl. Okay, so now what I'm actually going to do is pin back just my bangs because there's a lot more on this side than there is on this side because I part my hair over that way. So I'm just going to take just this little chunk right here and pin that back and then just do this section and then bring the bangs back over and do the other section and same thing. Okay, so now I have my last piece, and it is my bangs, and guess what? I'm doing the exact same thing. Everyone thinks I do something different for my bangs, but I do not. Again, I just go behind the hair. I don't start at the root. I just go a little bit down and just wrap it the exact same way. It's pretty simple curling technique. It's everything that I put in after the hair is curled that makes all the difference. Okay, so we let that go. So your hair should look something like this, and you should look like Shirley Temple, like I said. This is perfect. Again, do not touch it. I'm doing one final spray of everything, including the bangs. Just getting it everywhere. And what you're going to want to do is let this sit for about 10 minutes. So if you haven't done your makeup yet, do your makeup, grab a snack, grab a coffee, whatever you need to do. What you want to do is let the curls cool completely. So if you still feel your head, it kind of should feel warm from the curling iron. So you want to make sure everything dries and cools before you go on to the next step. So see you back in 10 minutes. Okay, so now the curls have dried and we're going to move on to the next step. So I'm going to take a big wide tooth comb. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. So this side is a wide tooth comb, and all I'm going to do is brush out my curls. Seems scary, but trust me, it will look wonderful. So I just kind of gently brush everything out. I'm not too concerned about them looking perfect because I'd rather them be sexy and voluminous and big than anything else. So depending on the length of your hair, you might look like this. It's a little poofy for me, so again, I just add a little more hairspray, and it's just going to add some weight and weigh everything down. I'm pretty much like from the 80s with hairspray. So again, I just keep brushing. So what you want to do is eventually all those curls are just going to blend together and form like this really beautiful wave if you just keep brushing them out. What I'm going to use to get a little volume is this Living Proof Instant Texture Volumizer. It looks like this. You can get it at Sephora, and it is a cream. And I'm going to drop that on the floor. I'm going to take that in my fingers, just like this, and I'm going to rub it in, and I'm going to put this underneath, kind of at the roots, just shaking everything up. Like so. Then, my two favorite products for hair are by Bumble and Bumble. One is the Dry Spun Thickening Finish. I love this. So I basically tip over because I want this all at the roots. And you can even bend all the way over and spray it everywhere. It's a lot of spray. And then I just kind of tousle the roots. I also just make sure I get in the bangs just to make those nice and lifted. Like so. You can already tell I've got a lot more body. And then this final spray is the BB CitySwept finish. And this I just put on the ends, and basically it's like a pomade in a spray can. So it gives you shine and separation. So it kind of looks CitySwept, like it says, windblown, and it really just gives definition to the curls, and this spray is intense. You gotta plug your nose for this one. My boyfriend just left the room because of all the spray. So yes, it weighs it down, makes it not so fluffy, and just really makes it messy and cool. And then to finish it all off, I'm just going back in with that comb and kind of teasing it around and brushing it all out. And now you have this perfect hairdo for New Year's Eve, big, voluminous, bouncy curls, and I really hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you some good tips. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!